Okay, thank you. I'm Andrew, and I was able to help the drama out, and George. So now let's just say what your name is, what play you wrote.
Okay, I'm Brittany, and I wrote A Night In and Game 4.
I'm Jessica. I wrote The Elephant Partially in the Room.
I'm Alyssa, and I wrote London.
Awesome. Now, if any of you have any questions or comments, we invite you to ask that. Yeah.
So this one's for Jessica. Loved the whole, I mean, everything. But so something that especially like I just really enjoyed was the set concept of having the set literally partially in the room. I mean, was that clear to you from the very beginning that that was something you wanted to do, or did it come?
That was actually a directorial choice from George and Soren. So I actually was the one who came up with that. They are the geniuses behind having the room partially up. So
Okay.
Yeah.
But all around loved it. I just wanted to kind of pick your brain on that.
Thanks.
Yes.
So clearly, these aren't, well, not clearly, but these aren't all like finished yet. So how long has it taken all of you to work on these to where they are now?
I'm still making changes to my plays, like here and there, like a line or two. Like, we all worked on them in our playwriting class, so over a semester, and then even after the semester was over, we were workshopping them and preparing them for this performance.
Yeah, and we were in that class like a whole year ago.
Yeah.
So we started,
Yes.
we wrote these in that class, and they've just been in this process for a whole
You
year.
need to know that these are all written by students in the beginning playwriting class. So these are for many of them, it's the very first plays they've ever written. Okay, so that's for the purpose of this.
Yeah.
I would just like to say thank you for sharing your talent. I think we all had a great evening. I was thoroughly impressed and thoroughly entertained.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. How was it for the actors to get these new lights?
Here, I'll answer that. So it was really interesting at the beginning because all the plays that I've ever done, they've been already finished and like you can't really make changes to them anymore. And so it was really interesting in the first couple of rehearsals how our director made some changes to the script to make the whole story more fluid and more compact and to make more sense dramatically. And it was really an interesting process, and even as we went along, as we invited the playwrights back into our rehearsal space, and we have some different changes and changes that they want to make. It was really interesting to be constantly changing while you were rehearsing, changing the script.
I'll say something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it was really fun to get these new scripts and these new characters and be able to play around with like who these characters are and what the story is going to be like and how we can portray it the best way and the way that the playwrights envisioned it. And so it was just really fun discovering these characters. Had a great time doing it. So.
And totally, if I can say one more thing. Yeah, really, it's actually kind of exciting too, because a lot of times, well, I mean, most of the time when you do a show, you are doing a show that's already been performed many times, and so you can go back and maybe look at the work that other people have done and might kind of influence you, I mean, if you aren't too careful. And so this is actually really exciting because we were able to, I really felt that I was able to just be vulnerable with each of the characters I was doing, and I had to be completely open or else I wouldn't be able to develop a new character, because I had to go off of just what was on the page, and that was really exciting for me.
Yeah.
I would love to hear from each of the playwrights what it was like to see these actors bring your play to life. That's got to have all sorts of feelings come to you. So what was that like?
Yeah, it's crazy because you envision it one way, and then on stage it ends up being better than you ever thought. And one of these plays I took to the American College Theater Festival, which was awesome, and I remember the first time we just read, they had the actors we cast, they just read through it. It was the first time having someone else reading words that I wrote as themselves, as the character, and I got emotional because it was just so new and such a beautiful moment, and like especially since those actors really got it, just as these actors did. They just got it and they understood it, and it was just an awesome moment of connection for me to know that people understood what I was saying.
It's really magical. I can say, so I sat with Brittany during the show, and like every time it'd be like one of our plays, we'd be like, oh guys, it's one of our plays, and we're like, oh, I love it. And like we listen to the music, we're like, oh, it's perfect. So it's just like a magical moment of seeing everything that you've worked for. Like we've been working, like we said, like over a year on these scripts. So just like seeing that come to fruition and seeing just everything come together, it's like just the most magical moment ever. So.
For me, it was cool because I said in my note about how my play is a lot about ambiguity and stuff, and I wrote it purposely so the actors could interpret it and the director could interpret it how they wanted. And so for me, it was so cool to watch the actors bring it to life in a way that I hadn't even thought of, and to learn something. Because as I was writing, I just wanted the characters to kind of live their story, and then it was cool to see also the actors live through those characters in a new way.
Cool. Now for the last few minutes, like they said, these plays are still in development, and we want to know if there was anything you loved or had questions about to make that even better.
I realize that my generation is way distant from this generation, and swearing in my world were words. I heard several words in the place tonight that in my world they're swearing. I don't like to hear that. I hear enough of that in the world, and I come to BYU and I like to hear emotion portrayed with different words than swear words.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
I'd just like to say one thing that I really loved was how comfortable all of the playwrights were with silence. I felt like you let a lot of things be said in your writing in what you didn't write. And I think that's a great evidence of a solid script, and then directors and actors who are comfortable in that silence. I think it takes a lot of trust for a playwright to allow silence. And so I just want to say kudos to all three of y'all for doing that, because there was a lot said that wasn't said, and that's not because you didn't write it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Regarding London, Melissa, I loved the play, and I was obviously left hoping for this poor couple. But I wondered, were you striving to make them look kind of balanced in terms of the fault among the characters?
Yeah, I kind of wanted it to not be clear, what Greg was or wasn't doing, and just so that an actor could interpret that either way, and that an audience watching could see something from themselves in either of them, in their weaknesses.
One thing I really enjoyed about, I think, all of the plays is that even the ones that had sort of absurd elements to them were still extremely relatable. I think almost everyone has sung in the shower, so even though this was about like elves seeking someone out, I was like, but I relate, I'm not saying that that's happened to me, but and even the elephant in the room one with like, I have a turkey and all of that stuff. I still felt like I could relate to to a lot of the things that were going on and some of her frustrations and his like, wait, how are you missing the big picture here? So I just thought that was really fun how you guys took really something that is not as relatable, like being a Red Sox fan, because like I'm not a Red Sox fan, but I was like, I like this piece. So anyway, well done.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your comments. And if you have any more comments, feel free to talk to us. Playwright at us director. But let's get down to the